Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. This package was sent to me by Scott. Now, I cannot remember what Scott said that he was sending. He literally just told me the other day and I completely forgot. If it's something I can link, which it's usually not, but if it is something I can link, I will link it right down below so you guys can take a look. It does help my channel when you use my links, but that is entirely up to you. Thanks so much to Scott for sending this in. This is his Instagram. It's worth checking out his Instagram just to take a look at his collection. It really is incredible. Give him a follow. It's because of people like Scott that I'm able to bring you guys daily knife content. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. God, your intro's long. Yeah, well, you know. That's what you gotta do, right? You don't have to. You could just get right into it. Yeah, that's true. But now that you know, right? If you've been watching for a bit, you know. You probably just fast forward it anyway. You probably just fast forward right to this part. Use the fast forward button. That's not how you get into a box. I know. This what I've defaulted to doing now. Okay, here is, oh, hang on. I can't use my index finger and thumb. Okay, we have, whoops, what is this? There's a note. Yeah. These are still available. You actually can get these. Yeah, there are many variants, but this is the one. Okay, so he got, I see. All right, so this is the Jared Oser F22. Ooh, Scott, very, very nice combination here, man. Oh, that's just beautiful. Look at that. Hand rub satin finish. Looks like a bronze carbon fiber. Nice bronze hardware, bronze shield. Look at that, how they do that. The sub frame lock, right? Steel lock bar insert. That is just beautiful. Milled clip. This is outstanding. What a nice looking ultra modern traditional. More modern than traditional, but it has, God, that is really nice. I like this way more than I thought I would. I thought it was smaller. I thought it was a little tiny thing. I mean, it's not huge. There are a crap load of variants of these available, guys. You can get them in full tie, carbon fiber. You can get them more fancy, less fancy. You can get them micarta, right? I think it's a wide price. I'll link this because I've seen them all over at various retailers. I will link as many of these different places as I can so you guys can check these out and all of the different variations. This one apparently was $450. He said others are in the 300s. Okay, cool. F22 is classic endurance lines, part of the Lee Williams Kickstop and made by Riot Knives. Awesome. Kickstop is Lee's sole authorship patented design that delivers maximum drive to the blade when flipped. I can feel it. Definitely. Gold camo carbon fiber with bronze accents. That is normally I'm not like a, oh my God, carbon fiber is the most, but if you guys watch my content, you know that I always stop to comment on black and bronze contrast because black and gray and bronze together look so good. So I thought, God, that really does feel good. That flipping action, man. It flips. It's so much more satisfying than I thought it was gonna be. Hold on. Let me measure this because I really thought this was a little tiny thing. These are 8 inches. Why did I think it was so small? I thought it was like 7 inches or something. Man, that is nice. Oh, now I kind of want one. I spent way too much money last month, right? Story of everyone's life. Action feels great. Feels like a Riot. Lines here. These areas nicely knocked down. Not nearly as sharp as I thought they'd be. I love this area in here. The nice thing, why is that such a big deal? Why do you like that so much? Because an exposed frame lock. Imagine if this side was all titanium. Now, I think depending on which version you get, I think there might be an exposed titanium version. But these bolster lock versions or sub-frame lock version, it's not a bolster lock, sub-frame lock, right? This is better because where you put your fingers when you're flipping it, right? Let's use this finger or this hand. Here's how I'm bracing. This finger right here, if this were an exposed frame lock, would be resting right on top of the frame lock, which in some cases can make it hard to flip or unreliable when you're flipping it. And at the same time, you are pushing on that lock and mashing the lock bar insert into the tang of the blade, which some people will say is a benefit to the lock because you are securing the lock while you're using it. I don't like that. I think a proper frame lock and liner lock should rely on proper geometry alone, and you should not be using the knife hard enough where the lock's integrity is dependent on you squeezing it into the... At that point, there's so much pressure on the lock and the blade that you're asking, says the guy with 2 Band-Aids on his fingers, you're asking for something to happen. You're asking for something bad to happen, right? It used to be that maybe frame locks, before we had them figured out, were more dependent on that type of security, right? Squeezing to keep it in place. But in today's day and age, it should be geometry alone, and we should just be, being smarter about what tools we're using for what jobs, right? If that's the case, use a fixed blade. If you're like, I gotta hold the lock in place because I'm pushing real hard on it, mother of God, use a fixed blade, right? Or, I don't know, but a pocket knife seems like the wrong choice there. Anyways, I don't know why I'm arguing with myself about this. I'm sure all that's going to do is just stir up a bunch of stuff in the comments. Leave it down there. I'll get to it. Yeah, there's a weird amount of jimping right here. I'm not sure what purpose that... Where did it go? What is happening? This is independent of the blade. Oh, that's what he's talking about. Look at that. I was like, what a weird place to put jimping, but no. It's the flipper tab. That's cool. I didn't know anything. I was just like, oh, it's a nice looking modern traditional. I didn't know that these were all fancy. I didn't know. I was wondering, I was like, why is it so clicky coming back in? Listen. Can you hear it? I don't know. I can. There's a bunch of clicks and clacks from that thing. Oh, boy. That's cool. Okay. Way cooler than I thought. I literally was just reacting when I even went over them when I was looking at the different retailers over the last couple of weeks. And I was like, yeah, it looks nice. Right? I just didn't have the full context of the model. This is why, case in point, handling things gives you a totally different perspective sometimes. Scott, I think you got probably the most beautiful version of this that I have seen. Let's weigh it real quick. So if you're going to get one of these in, I can't speak for the full tie ones because they're going to be heavier, but if you're looking at carbon fiber or one of the micarta versions, or maybe, I don't know if they do G10, right around here, 3.35 ounces, which is great considering the blade is probably 3.5 or close to 3.5 inches. Yes, in fact, well, depending on where you made it. Yeah, it's almost exactly 3.35 inches. So, okay, cool. Very cool. This is not a review. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. I will do the full comprehensive review a few weeks from now, but very happy to have one of these to take a look at on the channel. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.